So first things first, can you say, who are you, what's your role, and where do you work?
I'm Ritesh Patel. I'm one of the founders at Nirmata. I lead product and technology partnerships.
And what news are you bringing us to our audience today?
Yeah, so earlier this last week, we launched AI Platform Engineering Assistant from Nirmata. So today, if you see platform engineers and platform engineering teams, they're really stretched. They have to learn a lot of new technologies, and we feel that they can really benefit from an AI teammate that can help accelerate a lot of ongoing tasks around security, policy, governance. And so our AI Platform Engineering Assistant can help them with those tasks, getting them done 10x sooner, and giving them more time for ongoing innovation.
And what specific challenges does AI Platform Engineering Assistant address?
So we are starting with addressing challenges around our core competency. As Nirmata, we are the maintainers of Kyverno. Kyverno is a CNCF incubating project and a very well adopted policy engine. A lot of platform engineering teams use Kyverno to enforce all kinds of policies for security, operations, automation. And with our platform engineering assistant, we can enable rapid generation of these policies, validated, tested policies, so that they can cover more use cases. In addition to that, what we're also doing is we're launching an agent that can accelerate remediation of potential misconfigurations. So when you deploy policies into your Kubernetes environments, it detects issues, it detects misconfigurations, and you need a way to fix it. Typically, platform engineers have to go back to developers or other teams to get those violations fixed. But with our remediator agent, we can rapidly accelerate that process by recommending fixes and even creating pull requests so that developers can just review and accept those. So these are just some of the initial, kind of use cases and initial capabilities that we are starting with. But our goal is to address more use cases going forward.
And how does this announcement change the landscape compared to what existed before?
So obviously, there's a lot of buzz about AI and how AI can help platform teams or even engineering teams. A lot of adoption of AI initially has happened with developers, writing code and generating code through AI. We felt that platform engineers could really benefit from AI because they are very stretched. They have they have to stay on top of a lot of technologies, and this was not something that we saw in the market. There were some there are few technologies focused on SREs, but not as much on platform engineers. So that's what we're launching, and that's how we are changing the market.
And for our open source community, is Kyverno Platform Engineering Assistant open source? And if so, where does it fit in the CNCF landscape?
So the Kyverno itself is open source, and Kyverno is part of CNCF. We're actually expanding Kyverno beyond just Kubernetes. We've adopted Kyverno now, with the latest version, has more policy types that can be that have been made available, and it uses CEL, Common Expression Language. It's also getting more popular outside of Kubernetes. So for policies to scan Terraform, for authorization policies. So Kyverno itself is expanding, and at Nirmata we are building tooling on top of Kyverno. And initially we're launching a platform engineering AI assistant, which is not open source, but it's free to download and use to start with. And then we'll layer in other agents on top.
And can you break down Nirmata's business model and pricing structure for teams that are evaluating this solution?
Yeah, so at Nirmata, we have different products. Our entry-level product is what we call Enterprise Kyverno. So this is for teams who have already adopted Kyverno but need enterprise support and enterprise distribution of Kyverno, just as peace of mind as they put Kyverno in mission-critical environments. So that's our starting offering. On top of that, we have our AI assistants that we just announced. And then we have Nirmata Control Hub, which is the dashboard and the management plane for Kyverno and policies, where teams can get visibility into what's happening in their clusters, get compliance reporting, do policy exception management, remediation management, and so on. And our pricing typically starts, for initial offering starts anywhere in that 60 to 80K range for, the entry level offering, and then it expands. But it is actually based on the enterprise deployment and size. So, it could vary depending on the organization.
And when people are exploring this space, which alternative solutions might they be considering alongside yours?
Yeah, so in the Kubernetes landscape, there are two policy engines, Open Policy Agent and Kyverno. So they could be considering either using an Open Policy Agent or considering it alongside Kyverno. There are companies that provide Open Policy Agent as bundled in their platforms, like some security products do that. With Kyverno itself being open source, free to download, we are one of the only companies that provide Kyverno based solutions. So the alternatives could be a security product that has bundled in OPA, or products from companies that back OPA versus Kyverno.
And what key advantages set your platform engineering AI assistant apart from similar solutions in the market?
So the biggest advantage is, it's built around Kyverno, right? And our if you've adopted Kyverno, our solution fits really well around it, right? If you've decided to go with another platform engineer, another policy engine, then maybe, our solution may not be the best solution for you. But if you've decided on Kyverno, we are the best out there.
And looking ahead, what developments can our audience anticipate from Nirmata?
Yeah, so our vision is to address all of the challenges platform engineers face in their ongoing, evolution, right? As they add more capabilities, as they support, AI, as they add support, MCP servers and inferencing and other kind of, technologies, we will be right there with them, enabling guardrails, governance, compliance, and through our AI assistant, addressing key challenges around operations, resource optimization, cost optimization, and troubleshooting and automation, right? So our goal is to help platform engineers be 10x more productive through our AI assistants, and address some of the things a lot quicker than they have been able to do in the past.
And how can interested listeners connect with you to learn more or get started?
Yeah, so we have, they can come visit us on through our website at nirmata.com. We have all the information out there. There's also, they can contact us through our website, or they can reach out to us at customer success at nirmata.com or info@nirmata.com. We are also very prominent in the Kyverno community. We are active in the Kyverno Slack channel. We participate in events like, KubeCon, so they can come see us at any of these forums.